Well, since 2017, one group has focused on honoring victims of mass shootings by performing random acts of kindness. The Honor Network was started after 58 people were brutally killed in the nation's deadliest shooting in Las Vegas. The network travels the country in an effort to spread love in the name of those shooting victims. The group encourages people to pay it forward in hopes that simple acts of kindness will make a difference while honoring those whose lives have been cut short. Tommy Mayer of the Honor Network joins us now via Skype. Tommy, thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
First of all, Tommy, what was your reaction when you learned of these latest shootings in El Paso and Dayton?
Well, of course, it's very heartbreaking, and you just kind of wonder to yourself, when is this all going to stop?
Tell us about the mission of the Honor Network and what you hope to do to honor victims of these latest mass shootings.
Well, the whole concept is to wait a couple of months, come into the town where they had this tragedy, and we try to spread kindness around in honor of the victims. It's kind of like coming into the town and giving the whole town a really big hug. Go ahead.
Oh, well, what's the feedback, and what are some of these actual ways that you do these acts of kindness?
Well, there's many different ways, and the feedback has been nothing but really great feedback by the people in all these towns. They're very appreciative of it, and it's all about lifting people up, and anywhere from going to a coffee shop and leaving money at the register for everyone behind us, to this last stop in Virginia Beach. We bought passes for 12 people to go into a water park.
Tommy, you must be from New York, by the way you said coffee.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you were recently, as you mentioned, you were recently here in Virginia Beach where we had that horrible mass shooting, 13 people killed. Tell us about your time here and what your group did here.
Well, we went around the town, honored all 12 people that were killed on that day. And we also stopped by the police department, firehouse, and the 911 switchboard operators to thank them for all they did on that day. We bought them all lunch and in honor of the 12 people. But yeah, we just went around the whole town, stopped at various places, just spreading some kindness in remembrance of those people and also in honor of them.
How many people usually travel in your network to these different cities?
Well, it varies depending on everyone's availability. Right now, there's really only about 4 of us that travel. Sometimes I'm by myself, but generally it's usually at least 2 of us.
You hope that these random acts of kindness, whether buying someone a cup of coffee, a lunch, giving them a hug, how do you hope these will impact the nation, Tommy?
Well, I think that it's really just the message is just telling people, don't wait for the tragedy, to be nice to each other. Two of the greatest, most powerful acts of kindness are understanding and forgiveness. And we could do that without having to buy anybody anything. But so it's pretty simple. It's really not that complicated.
And lastly, what motivated you to first do this, to start traveling and to start this network, Honor Network?
Well, this goes all the way back to September 11th, which will be 18 years this September. We lost a guy in my firehouse, fellow firefighter and a good friend of mine, Joe Hunter. And also I was down in the recovery efforts, and, being down there and everyone coming from all around the world just to help us really had an impact on me. And I knew that one day I would do something to pretty much pay it back, and return the favor. So I came up with this idea when I started, it was almost about 2 years ago. So about 16 years after 9/11, I came up with this idea to travel around and just, try to spread some kindness.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, and you never know when that one hug can change somebody's life. Tommy, thank you so much, and God bless you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.